some of these snatch variations for pregnancy. The first one, and probably the hardest for a lot of weightlifters and CrossFitters to switch to during pregnancy, is exhaling through the lift. This does not mean that Kiyomi isn't bracing. She's going to tighten up through her abdomen, but she's going to breathe out the entire way through the lift. So she's going to set up, get her arms just outside of shoulders. Variation in the width is going to be depending on you as an athlete. Setting up braced, and she's going to exhale as she goes. Good. In this variation, she's still making contact in the hip. Next variation is going to be a no contact full snatch. So instead of making contact, you hear that crack at the hip where she's hitting in the pelvis. She's going to avoid that altogether, work on keeping that barbell close. Notice you didn't hear that snap of the barbell. For some women, it may be uncomfortable to be in this closed hip position, but they still are able to get into that snatch. So she's going to go into a hip snatch variation. She's going to pick up the bar, get it right into the pelvis. You're not going to be able to lift as much weight. She's just going to dip and get underneath the bar. Good. Again, that exhaling through the lift is going to be consistent across all of them. If you are experiencing any pelvic pressure, round ligament pain, or heaviness, sometimes minimizing the impact with a no feet variation can be helpful. So she's going to bring her feet out to where she would finish in the squat position, overhead squat position of the snatch. She's going to keep her feet there, and it's going to minimize any impact going through her pelvic floor. Okay. So just know that as you start going through some of these variations, your weight or your working weight, even when you're exhaling and not well salivating, is going to be a little bit less. So make sure you go on feel.